get too attached, baby. Don't get caught up in the lies, cause you won't never make it back. Cause this city, this town, is so much more than that. Baby, do you feel like surfing on the waves? Ooh, baby, now we can freak it from Hollywood up to the Bay. Ooh, yeah, let me show you what that was like. Alright, baby, won't you come and ride with me? I'll show you what that was like. Alright, California girls know what I mean. On the west side,
Baby, let me show you what my side like. Don't get caught up in that limelight. Let's water on my wrist, can't get the time right. I see you in hindsight, I see you as my wife. I see you with me in a 6'3", hair blowing in the breeze. It's your California dream. Yeah, tell me something I wanna believe. Tell me that you need me the way I need you on my team. If I see you in the spring, I will fall if you would leave. For the Mars and APs, they are ball in HD. From the west side with love, like I'm Diamond 13. Got me in real life, gotta say it for real twice. I'm from Southern California where the weather real nice. And the honey's not nice, still in the spotlight. I ain't got a vibe, if you wanna ride, I'll show you what the west side. Show you on the west
show you
side.
what that was like. Alright, baby, won't you come and ride with me? I'll show you what that was like. Alright, California girls know what I mean. On the west side, we got what you want, we got what you like. Sunny days and palm trees, they'll get you. Just like that, when you leave, you'll be coming right back. Cause you can't get enough of this California. Show you what that was like. Alright, baby, won't you come and ride with me? I'll show you what that was like. Alright, California girls know what I mean. On the west side, let me take you all around the west side. Let me take you all around. 'Cause I wanna take you all around. Let me take you all around the west side. Let me take you all around.
It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. In this game, we'll see the Phoenix Suns against the Portland Trail Blazers here at Moda Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. DA, take it away.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Now, it's no secret at the end of quarters, players will wait until just after the buzzer sounds to fire up heaves, so they won't hurt their field goal percentage. To encourage a nothing-to-lose approach on these plays, many say it's past time that the league only counts the makes in those situations. Kevin, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. Do it. Thanks, DA. You can feel the excitement for the new season. And Greg, when you were playing, is there an opening day that really stands out in your mind?
Back in '95, I think it was, we started the season with back-to-back wins. And the team was feeling good. Then we promptly lost 21 straight.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Portland, Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. And it's Hart in at the small forward.
Grant's always looking for those seams, so when he finds one, he'll rip right into it, like his aggressiveness there.
Pass to Paul. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Johnson, the pass to Ayton. Back to Johnson. Pass to Ayton. Back to Paul for three. 5 on the clock. Knocks down the three ball. Paul's got 5.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Lillard outside. From the arc. Offensive rebound. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane there, hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
All against Lillard. Bridges outside. Kicks to Booker. 13 feet away. And they pick up 2.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
He's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Good.
Lillard just keeps fighting, willing his team to victory, not deterred that time by the bump.
Paul looking over the floor. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Well, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Here's Booker. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Shoots over Simon.
After nailing the first 4 shots of the game, some relief for the defense, they finally miss one.
Here's Lillard. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And the shot goes in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Paul, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Paul's got 9.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Bridges misses. Trailblazers leading by 4. Into the lane. Hart, that's good.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul. The 11-footer trained for 2 points. He's got 11.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Here's Simon. No good on that one. Suns trail by 4. Paul outside. Ayton a screen on Lillard. Lets it go from 11, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
And Chris Paul is so comfortable operating in the mid-range.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Paul, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
And he's off to a phenomenal start here tonight, guys.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. And the basket by Lillard.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Suns have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Here's Paul. Again, Phoenix.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
And the dunk by Grant.
Well, he is a straight line driver. Jeremy Grant right to the rim.
Booker is screen on Lillard from the baseline. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
Hard to believe you can have this kind of a flow.
Oh.
Tough to slow down the momentum that Simons has here. Just powered through on the drive.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Suns trail by 4. Paul left side. Shoots over Nurkic. And again, Chris Paul. Paul's got 21 in the game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And it's in there. So for Phoenix, their last game, a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. One-on-one here. Here's Hart. Booker pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Johnson. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Suns trail by 3. Here's Paul. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock them down.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
And the 0 Damian Lillard wears on his jersey is more than just a number to him.
Yeah, Greg, we know that represents the letter O, as Dame grew up in Oakland, went to college in Ogden, and became an NBA star in Oregon. Oh my, that's a lot of O's.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Trailblazers making a switch here. Sharp's checked in, and Phoenix also making a switch. Sharps is checked in. Back to Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. It's good. This game is all even.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
Inside, here's Hart, and he uses the glass on the layup. Hart's got his second bucket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Bridges kicks to Booker. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
And Devin Booker, a scoring threat when he gets off of the bus. This time doing it at the mid-range.
That's a 2 from Simons. Up again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now here's Booker, guarded closely. From downtown, another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
And Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Now here's Booker. 7 points in the game. Ball's not loose. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
Here's a look at the stats for Devin Booker. Great showing for him last season, putting up about 26 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
Portland leading. Johnson down low. Payne covering. Watford, that's good.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Phoenix has gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. Payne looking around. Takes the 13-footer. Eubanks grabs the miss. Portland leading by 3. And it's Johnson penetrating. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Payne. Here's the pass to Craig. Shoots the three. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Here's Eubanks. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's a Kobe. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Payne with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Payne can't hit.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
A nice shot by Winslow.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
On the wing, Lee. There's the triple. Second chance shot, and the layup by Sharks.
Well, Dario does a nice job recovering and uses his size to beat out the smaller defenders.
And it's Sharp missing. Suns trail by 4. It's tipped. And now Portland on the break. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Passes it to Craig. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. Okogie for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Okogie's got 5.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game.
At the line for your Trailblazers, Drew Eubanks. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Craig to the paint. Here's Sharp. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Boy, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's Johnson. Saric grabs the board. And here's Payne. 1 second left. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Trailblazers. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And we'll be back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Blazers.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Well, the attack can come from a lot of ways, either execution or by just getting on the bounce and driving it in, and that's where they've been very effective tonight.
And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes, but it's not a rebuild. This new look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long term.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Cameron Payne is out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Ayton in at the 5.
In the last few years, we've seen a nice leap from Jeremy Grant, including how effective he can be in that spot.
Payne passes to Johnson. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Here's Simon. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Phillips says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is, and he's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks. Got a piece of it. Nurkic with the steal. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Nurkic using those active hands and just kick-starting the offense in the fast break.
And sometimes a trade is exactly what a player needs. And that was the case with Yusuf Nurkic.
Back in 2017, you remember, it was Jokic, Nurkic, back and forth. They were getting limited playing time, and then finally there was a trade that allowed Nurkic to get from Denver to Portland, and he's kind of doubled up everything in terms of his production since then.
One shot.
Free throw good, Nurkic. And you hear the legends, Brent, talk shots. So often it's about what separates winning players from the guys that don't win as much. What comes to mind for you?
I think what comes to mind, Kevin, is expectation. And sometimes we get a little bit ahead of ourselves with guys who we want to anoint as the next great player. Look, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 chances at the highest level to finally reach that point where you have the confidence and the experience and the know-how to be one of the best players in the league, and who compliments you along the way. So to me, it comes with a great deal of patience to let that player achieve that level of success.
Free throw drops for Ayton. After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone, and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, and a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Ayton hits them both. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round
exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Suns trail by 7. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Out to the wing, to the inside. Paul nails the baby hook. Paul's got 25 points.
You know CP3 can get others involved, but when he wants to score, he can do that too.
Jacks up a 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And he's good on the 3 ball. And now just a 2-point Trailblazer lead.
And good tempo on that play as Chris Paul was in place for that jumper.
Grant for 3. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Eubanks, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Phoenix also making a switch. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. From the inbound, got a hand on it, and they recover it. Booker, with no one around, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
He's been a little more selective in shooting threes, has Devin Booker, but man, when he makes one, sometimes he'll open up a can of them.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 4. Johnson kicks to Paul. Ayton inside. That shot no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. It's a victory here for the home team. Last time these guys met.
Yeah, they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Bridges dishes to Paul. Rebounded by Hart.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just was facing a good shot.
And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Suns trail by 6. Here's Paul. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And don't let his defensive work get passed over. With all his steals, he was just as valuable on D as he was at the other end.
Driving the lane. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Maybe worrying a bit too much about Lillard that time, dropping the dime to the unguarded player.
Snatched away. Deflects the pass and stolen by Ayton. And it's Johnson with the jam.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Here's Sharp. Got it. Good job in the low post. Sharp's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Okogie's checked in for the Suns.
Substitution for the Suns, Josh Okogie.
Al Paul. He has 30. Ayton a screen on Lillard. Here's Paul. Another shot. And it's Ayton missing.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Eubanks got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Johnson outside. Knocked away. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And Grant slams it home.
Man, Jeremy Grant is one of those guys that's capable of highlight dunks on a nightly basis. That time, vicious finish.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Ayton with it. 26 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
DeAndre Ayton dangerous in the pick and roll just because as a big he can get off of that screen so easily.
And that one's good. Eubanks.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
For Phoenix, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And that one falls for Paul. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Johnson, he's checked in for Portland. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And that one drops.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Johnson against Paul. The 17-footer. It's good. Paul's got 34.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to build his team to victory.
Grant, one of those players who year after year taking on more and more offensive responsibility.
Now here's Booker. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Portland. Judge has the open look. A three-pointer, no good. Portland leading by 10. Here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Ball against Grant. Paul passes to Craig. And a miss there on the triple. Portland is gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Hart plays it up and banks it in. Hart's got 4 this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time. Basketball
IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores. Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Here's Eubanks. Saric grabs the board. Saric has got 4 rebounds in this game. Paul outside. Three-pointer. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Here he goes. And that one is stuffed right through.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Paul against Johnson. Paul gets to Saric. His three-pointer's off the mark.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that one doesn't cost them.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. A guy who hasn't played a lot of ball. Sharp, though, has all the all-star tools they think available to him.
An exceptional shot maker from outside. And he's got great vertical bounce, almost a 7-foot wingspan, and he is relentless in his attack.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Watford's checked in. Justice Winslow comes in for Jeremy Grant. Nasir Little, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Simons in for Sharp. And then for Phoenix, Damian Lee, he's checked in for Devin Booker. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. Trailblazers on D. Payne kicks to Saric. Pass to Okogie. Back to Saric. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Well, Saric on the inside has really good quality footwork.
Simons with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. That's a foul called on Damian Lee. That is his first foul of the game. Simons surveying the D. The 3.
And he got off to a nice start, but has slowed down here in the second quarter. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Knocks it loose. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Lee up top. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Simons on the wing. He takes it in. Count that one. And the Trailblazers lead by 19.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
On the wing, Johnson. Payne covering. Here's Simons.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. 1:41 left in the second quarter. To the left side wing. Right side, Lee. Drops one in from the wing. Lee's got his first 2 points of the night. There's Winslow. Here's Johnson. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Right side, Lee. And a quick look at how the Suns' schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. First free throw is good.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
The Suns making a switch here. Shamet's checked in. And both free throws good for Lee. Trailblazers leading by 19 points. And it's Johnson penetrating. And slam dunk by Johnson.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Phoenix has gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Craig with a screen on Simon. And it's Shamet missing. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. From the stripe. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Johnson's shot is off. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. Here's Lee. And Winslow pulls it down. Here's Watford. He's covered by Shamet. That one goes. Counted. Watford's got 8 points. And here's Payne. The pass to Craig. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And Payne has been great out there, just making the effort plays and helping the other guys.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Damian, where does that game face of yours come from?
I think it's just the Oakland in me, really. I'm sure a lot of people know about the past, the Oakland point guards with Gary Payton, Brian Shaw, Jason Kidd, and once you get on the court, it's time to compete. Off the court, I was raised to be a good person, high character person, but on the court, between those lines, everything is out the window. It's time to win.
That 5-1-0's coming out, Damian. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Welcome. First up, let's look at the two guys who are each leading their respective teams through the first half. And according to my records, you guys went head-to-head in 12 games.
I averaged 24 points. Kenny averaged 9. I wouldn't call that hit.
Well, I was hurt like 7 of those games, but
Had your feelings hurt in 7 of those games?
No, I was actually hurt. I played like a couple minutes and then I got hurt. But who swept in the playoffs there?
Yeah, that's true. I give credit where credit is due, but Houston overcame the point guard deficit. Hey, Sam Cassell, call me.
Switching focus now, a tremendous showing in the first half for the Portland Trail Blazers.
We talk about this. When something works, keep going to it until someone stops it. They've been living in the paint shack.
Some people in the stands are already leaving for the essence. They're tasting that barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Suns trail by 19. Their forwards, it's Hart and Grant. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Well, he's such an athletic forward. Absorbing contact is something that he's learning to do, getting much better at it.
First team foul.
You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer, but what about his passing?
Shooting one.
Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his abilities.
And for so long, the Blazers have had great guard play.
Yeah, Lillard and McCollum, what a great tandem back there, but defensively there were some gaps, and now it's Lillard and Simons, so they've gotten even a little bit smaller. This has been a strength of the Blazers for a decade now, and it just comes at you in a little bit different package.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Johnson dishes to Paul. Back to Johnson. Takes a three. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Here's Lillard. 11 feet out and he hits it. Lillard's got 20.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Three-pointer, Simon. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Basket counts.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
Paul outside. He kicks it to Johnson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Simons the pass to Hart. He gets that one. Hart's got 10.
Manfred are doing a great job of seeing the floor and a nice dish from Simons there.
Johnson finds Paul. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Hammers the alley-oop through.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound by the Suns.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The shot's good from Paul.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Lillard fires away from way outside. A long distance three is buried. Lillard's got 23 points.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
Bridges against Hart. Now, here's Bridges. Tight defense on him. 5 to shoot. Ayton a screen on Simon. And here's Booker from the arc. Headshot off. And it's Portland the other way. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And he dunks it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Booker outside. Pass to Paul. The 10-footer. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, so good with the handle is Chris Paul, putting the D on its heels. Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Booker outside. No good with the layup.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. checked in for Anthony Simons. And Phoenix also making a switch. Okogie's checked in. Portland leading by 23. Here's Lillard. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Booker from the arc. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
Lillard against Booker. Shoots, and the jumper falls for him. Lillard's got 7 points for the quarter.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Booker draws the double. Johnson a wide open look, and a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Hart. He can't get it to go. Bridges with some nice defense. Near the three-point line, it's Booker, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And Lillard kicks to Grant. Beyond the arc. Here's Nurkic, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Nurkic has got 11.
Well, weighing around 290 pounds, not sure contact is really going to affect Nurkic.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That will be foul number 5 on him. Payne, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. Here's Payne. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Bridges, no one around him. Another 3 for Phoenix.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Here's Lillard, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
And look out, the weather report might call for an avalanche of buckets from Damian Lillard.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Suns trail by 18. And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharpe. That's foul number 2 for him. And a couple years ago, the NBA played with a 72-game schedule. You think the NBA will ever shorten the number of games long-term and go back to that number?
I don't know, Kevin, but this idea of the mid-season tournament seems to be gaining more and more traction, and there's a lot more interest in what it would do to the competitiveness of the middle part of the season. And I think we're all for something like that, where something's on the line and we see guys elevated in that element.
Portland leading by 18. Here's Lillard. That's tipped.
More than capable as a defender. Bridges with a great job using his length.
And for the Suns, they're shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Now Payne sinks the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Hart, no good. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Payne with it. Pass to Bridges. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
Portland's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Sharpe, and it's good assisting on the play was Lillard. Sharpe's got 10.
Soft leaner with no one there to contest. Probably made it a little more difficult than he had to.
Payne passes to Johnson. Out to Payne. Launches it. Another 3 for Phoenix.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And Nurkic gets it to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Baiting a screen on Lillard. Payne with it. Now defended by Grant. They swipe it. Lillard with it. Looking on Payne. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Nurkic. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Trailblazers?
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Payne can't hit.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
A different look now for Portland. Walker's checked in for Hart, and it's Nasir Little in for Damian Lillard. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for the Suns. Lee comes in for Bridges.
One shot.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
With his first shot attempt, he climbs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And that's a pretty good use of the mid-range there. Nasir taking what the defense gave him.
Nice move. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Nurkic. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Lee up top, guarded by Walker. And it's Shamet Nissen. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Little. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Little's got his third basket of the night right there. 1:52 left in the third quarter. Payne. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Jeremy Grant picks one up.
Well, you like the role that Cam has accepted as a guy who comes in and gives immediate energy and impact to the offense. He does a little bit of everything, but he certainly is a spark plug.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
It's party time, Portland. Here are your Blazers breaker dance crews.
Sharich checked in for the Suns.
Let's look at the stats for Yusuf Nurkic. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged about 15 points a game last season, 11 rebounds and 3 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
On average, 4 to 6 coaching changes happen after every regular season, and in 2021 the Trailblazers parted ways with their coach after 9 seasons, and Chauncey Billups was brought in as their new leader.
And the Suns making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Payne hits them both. Well, we know, Brent, the Blazers front office really seems to like Coach Chauncey Billups. They feel he brings a certain toughness to... Oh!
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Lee outside. Here's the three. The rebound by Grant. Portland's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Good work there as it goes. 16 points for Shaedon Sharpe.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now, here's Shamet. Not a lot of room. Over Sharpe. It's tipped. There's a minute left here in the third quarter. Here's Nurkic. Second shot opportunity. He misses his first shot of the contest after making his first 6. Lee against Walker. Puts up a 3. And that one's good. Shamet's got his second basket of the night.
And Shamet doing what he does best, scoring from distance. That's some nice accuracy.
Nurkic. Sharge grabs the board. Sharge has got his 6th rebound on the night. Now, here's Shamet. 6 points for him. And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Phoenix, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And already at such a young age, Landry Shamet considered one of those critical role pieces for a very good team. Sky's still the limit for where he can get to.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for the Suns. And so he makes both from the line.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
There's the drive.
Good job with Simons not hesitating. Just opened up for a split second. He was ready to fire.
Here's Paul. And he converts the layup. Paul's got 41.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help this team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this game.
Andrew Eubanks gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Five seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
And this is the time they wanted to mount the rally and get back into it.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Trailblazers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We'll return shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Rich and Johnson are on the block. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Ball kicks to Saric. With social media and the cult celebrity, a lot of pitfalls for players. Brent, is the NBA doing a good job preparing them to face those very public challenges?
It's a really good question, Kevin. And I think what's interesting is to study players who've been in the NBA for a while that are embracing social media versus what you're seeing with younger players who have grown up with social media and how they handle that dynamic coming in. And I think, quite frankly, the younger players are a lot better at doing it than some of the older players.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Fighting through the contact, Dario does a great job that time.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And your Trailblazers youth dance team.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. .60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And it's Simons missing. Suns trail by 18. And here's Booker from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, he now has 4 three-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
There's Winslow. That one drops for him. And the Trailblazers lead by 17.
Astounding take by Winslow to get hit and get the finish.
For 3, Bridges. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
For 3.
Paul's got assist number 7 for him tonight. On the wing, Winslow. Shoots over Bridges. Here's Watford. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
Here's Grant. Sinks that one from the post. Grant's got 26.
Yeah, Grant not flustered with that, staying with it, around the basket, ignores the defense and scores.
And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. And the Suns making a change here. Ayton's checked in. Over in the corner, Paul. Bridges outside. Puts it up from 12. Tries again. Here's Ayton. Hits the fadeaway. Ayton's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. They trail by 16. And here's Booker from the arc. The rebound by Watford. Watford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's Winslow. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Ball passes to Bridges. Connects from 3-point range.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Here's the teardrop. Hart, that's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 17. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Ayton, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Here's Simon, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
The great Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
2 shots. And that one falls for Paul. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader. Now, there's been a lot of stops in CP3's career, but there's been no doubt when he's on the team, he is the vocal and emotional leader of their production.
Suns trail by 17. At the top of the key, Simons against Paul. It's good. Paul's got 45 points.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Pass to Hart. Pulls up on the wing. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Bridges left side. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Simons has got his 4th rebound in this one. Nurkic the pass to Sharp. Going inside. 2 points. That one goes. Sharp's got 4 points this quarter.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around. Keep it moving. Try to get an assist on every bucket.
Johnson outside. Ball against Simon. And a deep 3 from Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got 23.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Here's Grant. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Ball against Simon. And there's the pass to Booker. Drives to the hoop. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Leaner from distance. Hart, no good.
I'm not sure if family and friends are here in the stands tonight, but he wanted to show that one off. Fading away on the shot was absolutely not necessary.
Bridges shot, good.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
You saw it by that putback there. He's just completely locked in. We're getting full contributions from him right now.
Paul, no one around him. Here's Hayton. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. Passes it to Bridges. On the wing, Booker for the 3. He's off on that one, and it's Portland the other way. Nurkic, the pass to Sharp. The leaner. Again, the Trailblazers, good for 2.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Simons against Paul. Here's Ayton. He gets it in there. 19 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Goes back up. Hits. Got that one for Nurkic. And the Trailblazers lead by 19.
Nurkic having one of those nights, looking like a fine-tuned first option scoring.
And here is Bridges. Looks for Paul. Hits it to him. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Hart. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Grant's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
And the call will be against Anthony Simon. That is his first foul of the game. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities, which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's a sentiment I think most can get behind.
Booker, right side. Suns moving the ball around. Paul outside. Johnson sets the screen for Paul. Over Little. Here's Ayton. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
And it's good for 2. Simons has got 6 in the quarter.
And Simons right now just assertive and confident in his offensive game.
Bridges outside. Back to Booker. Fires for 3. Sinks the triple. Booker's got 16 here in the second half.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Paul outside. Ayton in the high post. Shoots over Nurkic. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Paul. 23 points for DeAndre Ayton. Here's Simons. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Most of Simon's shots are inside or outside. I don't know what other side they could come from, but he can hit from anywhere.
Here's Paul. Nurkic with the block. And they get it back. And he makes that one. Booker's got 28. Portland leading by 18. From the wing. They grab their own miss.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Paul left side. Shoots from the baseline. And he recovers it. Pass to Booker. 4 on the shot clock. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. 1:27 left in the game. That one good for 2.
One team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Trailblazers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jusuf Nurkic.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Shot from the top of the key. He can't get that one to fall. So it's Phoenix now. It's an 18-point game. Bridges kicks to Johnson. Offline with his 3.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nurkic can't hit. Now here's Booker. Defense right on him. And Ayton throws it down.
And Ayton more and more having these kind of nights from the center position, lighting up the scoreboard.
Simons, the pass to Grant. Over to the wing. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. Do we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. You know, we did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And we'll see you next time